Hey, quite an episode.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Yeah.
The Mythosaur.
So the Mythosaur
So,
is real, huh?
so it seems like Big Catan was both right and wrong. And also, Din was also right and also wrong in some cases as well.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. So the Mythosaur does exist, which Big Catan did not think was true. She thought it was just all a myth.
So that means that it's possible that he can be redeemed.
That means he already is because he just bathed in the living waters.
Well, so did Bo-Katan. He went in after him. But then,
But she didn't recite the creed while doing it.
right, so you have to recite the creed. Is that right?
Well, in terms of this aspect, it's a bit more of a religious aspect because we
I
actually
guess
see in
so.
episode 1 of season 3, it was the same creed as well,
Yeah.
bathing in the waters. It's not the same living waters,
Yeah.
but I guess if you want to have it in like a religious sense, it could be like holy water.
Yeah. Well, she did say there's nothing magical about the waters.
But now she sees that she may be wrong. The
Just
mythosaur
because
is
of the
there
Mythosaur.
and it's alive.
Yeah, the eye. But so why did Din Djarin just when he went into the water, why did he just get sucked down so quickly? Is it been the Mythosaur?
I didn't think it was because of Mythosaur. Maybe it was, but we didn't really know. But otherwise, his armor is really, really heavy.
So you're saying his armor's different from Bo-Katan's.
It was practically the same. But yeah,
Because Bo-Katan, I don't know, like feels like she's
well,
able
they
to.
well they both have the same type of armor.
And how come it seems
Well,
like Bo-Katan is able to lift the dark saber more easily than
uh,
Din
because she
Djarin?
trained with the dark saber at one point. She actually wielded the dark saber at one point.
Right, it was hers, right?
She ruled Mandalore for a
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
as she
yeah,
said.
yeah.
But in but instead of winning the dark saber, she was gifted it.
Mm,
But I still have the whole problem with that whole like winning it in battle because from the start it was never really won in battle. It was found. So
yeah, that's
yeah,
the question that this article is saying. Did Bo-Katan just reclaim the dark saber?
she didn't win in battle.
She did win in battle.
She did win in a battle, but it's meant to be like a one-on-one.
Mm,
She didn't win it in battle with Din Djarin.
yeah, that's right. But then she still got it like 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 in this episode, she wielded it.
Yeah, but I think that's a big problem with the whole dark saber like transfer of power idea. Because if you look through the Clone Wars and stuff as well, it just doesn't make sense that whole winning in battle. Because as
Mm,
well, Darth Maul wielded the dark saber in the Clone Wars, but yet he was beaten multiple times by like Obi-Wan Kenobi and even Ahsoka Tano. So yeah, it still doesn't really make sense. The whole winning in battle just doesn't make sense from the very start because it was never properly won in battle from the beginning of finding the dark saber.
yeah, I think that's your whole big grudge from the very beginning.
Yeah, it kind of was because even with the new like idea putting it in, looking through the history of the dark saber, it still doesn't make sense at
Mm.
all. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Actually, the other interesting thing is think they mentioned in this episode how he's the dad. Grogu's dad, right?
Yeah, he's a typical dad sort of
Dad.
vibe in the shows that he's in currently. Yep, even like tomorrow's The Last of Us, the final episode of The Last of Us, Pedro Pascal is also still a dad to Ellie.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll
this answers my question. Why Bo-Katan uses the dark saber so much better? He used to rule.
Not only that she rules, she doesn't have like a grudge or like say some things in his head. So she has a clear conscience. She knows what she's after.
Oh, and it says that you need to have focus of mind and body, singular
Yeah.
focus. So
Yeah.
Moff Gideon was able to do it because
because they had like a clear strategy and purpose of why they want to use it, but then they doesn't really know what he's doing with it.
Yeah, but Katan, yeah, it's also pretty good now.
Yeah, because she wants to use it to restore
Mandalore.
Mandalore.
Spelunking.
Well, yeah, well, anyway, they didn't need to use that IG unit, so
Oh, the unit from last episode.
yeah, so it seems like they didn't have
Well,
to.
they used R5D4.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Yeah.
That droid that broke down in episode 4 is back, which is really interesting to have him back to, I guess, like redeem that character as well, maybe. But it's just a fun nod.
So this is. Do you know what the creature is?
The Mythosaur.
No. Right. I thought this is referring to the creature who was fighting Katan. Oh
you
yeah,
mean
not
you
okay.
mean
Okay.
the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some ideas of what it might be.
Is it related to the Mythosaur? Because it seems to be in the same sort of location.
No, don't think it is, because that particular alien is technological, and we actually have seen like a bug-like technological character before, which uses technology as its parts.
Mm.
And if you remember, that would be General Grievous.
Oh right, yes, that's right. Yeah.
And we think it may be like a similar species, because the eyes are also quite similar to that as well.
But okay.
It might not be exactly the same, or maybe it's like a offshoot species.
Well, related.
But could be related in some way, because that's what it kind of looked like. Because they know how to use technology, they probably built it.
But yeah, I like how Grogu, they showed him in action. Pretty fun.
Only for a short part,
like, force power.
Yeah, and escaping as well. Like,
yeah,
Grogu kind of knows how to do things on his own now, and knows how or who to protect. It really shows like how much they care. But then again, we get two similar episodes in the same week. One from The Last of Us and one in The Mandalorian.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. Both Pedro Pascal. Two both similar episodes, because in both of them he was injured and needed rescuing. Okay. There you go. Weird parallels, but yeah. The finale is tomorrow as well, so looking forward to that.
Wow, already?
Yeah. It was only 9 episodes. I thought it was 10, but it's 9.
Oh, The Last of Us, you mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Mandalorian still has another few episodes. There's 6 more episodes. It's 8 episodes long.
The Mando.
Mm.
Mm.
But it does seem like this is getting interesting because he's already fulfilled his mission again so quickly. So what's next? Like figuring out who will be ruling Mandalore or who will help restore Mandalore.
So you think at this stage he's redeemed himself? Just like that?
Well, he bathed in the living waters and he recited the creed. So
Yeah. But how does he prove that to the armorer?
well, Bo-Katan was there.
Yeah, I guess you
Grogu
need
was
a
there.
witness. You need a witness. But if he had just gone there by himself, then you need some kind of recording. Record himself bathing in the living waters.
Yeah, the idea of like bathing in the living waters is like really similar to baptism.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but yeah, and they sort of have some not creed, but they do have something that they say as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but not only that, if you have you watched the first episode now?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there was a translated text which was apparently Exodus.
What Exodus?
Yeah,
Not the Austin.
actually Exodus in the Bible.
Um,
It was like they translated it from like the Mandalorian text. Again, there's Mandalorian text in this episode, but at least Bo-Katan translated it for us, so no one had to like go back to translate it, which is cool. No need for additional translation because she already said it.
Yeah.
um,
But considering that the Mandalorians with the creed is sort of like a religious sort of way, or this is the way, it kind of makes sense that they have some like biblical type references.
Yeah. I mean, so this one says anyone who was raised Catholic knows, well, I guess not just Catholic, knows the importance of the rite of baptism, right?
Mm.
So in that sense, yeah. So the creed is similar to being baptized. And so that's definitely a religious allegory.
I'd say especially Catholics because without baptism you can't be Catholic.
Oh, right. Yeah. So they take it as not just a outward expression. It's something that you have to do. Yeah. I guess that's correct.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I guess similar to like religious like sects and stuff, it's the Mandalorians have many clans, so it's like many different ideologies as well. So I think it's the actual similarities that is there. They try to like relate it to Christianity in a way, I think.
Yeah, but Bo-Katan doesn't seem to
Yeah,
adhere
because
to
she's from a different clan.
yeah. She's not the fundamentalist clan.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
No.
because
yeah,
Oh yeah. Bo-Katan's not. Yeah.
yeah,
she
because
just
Din Djarin is part of his own clan. What was it called? Oh,
I'm
yeah, he
pretty
has his
sure
clan.
that I'm pretty sure that
The
before
Watch.
seeing them,
The
hello.
what? Yes, Bill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Bo-Katan before seeing the Mythosaur thought that it was just hollow hocus pocus.
Yeah, she thought it was
Well, yeah,
nice.
yeah, exactly.
But
If-
as well,
But now,
she was part of Death Watch
Yeah.
before, so she wasn't really part of the Watch.
but I wonder what she thinks now that she has seen the Mythosaur.
Well, she's starting to think that perhaps there's something more there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think that's what we're gonna see more of. Like, it does seem like these two Mandalorians with different ideologies may come together at some point.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole problem with Mandalore before. They had so many clans infighting,
Yeah.
and that's why they kind of fell.
Maybe that's the way that she eventually unites. Yeah.
Becomes part of the Watch,
Hmm.
joins Din's clan,
Interesting. Or Dean joins her clan.
will create a new clan because Din became an apostate.
No, but he's not an apostate anymore. He's been redeemed.
Yeah. Kind of, but
Imposter.
Well, he was an apostate for a while.
yeah, for a while.
Oh,
So now what?
Now
So
he goes back to the
so he's
armorer.
redeemed himself, and then what?
Now he goes back to the armorer, and he says, "Hey, look, I'm back. I'm redeemed." The end.
So
Nah.
maybe he will lead Mandalore. Maybe they're trying to make him like the Mandalorian leader because he has a dark saber, and
Yeah, but he can't use it very well.
yeah. And plus, he is part of the more like religiously aggressive cult likes.
Yeah, so I think what the show is setting up is to say that they both need each other.
Yeah, so I think both of them were right and wrong in some cases in this episode as well.
Yeah.
Like the land is cursed. It wasn't cursed.
wasn't cursed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, because the armorer said was cursed. No one could live there.
That's right.
What did Bo-Katan say? It was like looted and plundered.
Hmm.
Which one was it? It was most likely looted and plundered. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's stolen from it. Yet, of course, they can't both be right or wrong. Actually, they can, but yeah, it's a bit of a mix.
Anyway, here's some 20 plus Easter eggs.
Wow.
Okay. There's the species that we've seen before.
The Jawas,
Jawas and
and the Rhodian.
Rhodian.
They did like what the Jawas did. They did the same thing that they did in like the Obi-Wan show as well.
Yeah,
They like
that was funny. That.
Yeah, they just stole parts and then
That's what they do. That's all they do. Scavengers.
But not only that, they sell it back to the same people.
Buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah, but it's exactly the same part. They like painted over or whatever. And even Obi-Wan had a hint of us. Like, if you want to steal my parts and sell it back to me, why don't you just paint it over so I can't tell so easily? Because I was in the Obi-Wan show, so
Yeah,
same
this
thing.
is
Into
okay.
Eve. Yeah.
Bunta.
Yeah, they talked about it a lot from the beginning of the episode, so that's already a big clue that it is Bunta Eve.
Yeah, and it has a big fireworks thingy too.
Yep.
Big fireworks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bunta
celebration.
Eve, if you remember, was in episode 1. The whole pod racing thing was Bunta Eve.
Yeah.
And we get Bernie in.
Oh, just in time. We're
Hello,
talking about
everyone.
Easter eggs.
Hi,
Oh, great. Hi, Bill.
how you doing, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernie.
Easter eggs. Yeah, continue.
So this Lerman. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Because they jump high. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars, you probably
Yeah, I
wouldn't
don't
have
get
ever
it,
got
yeah.
it. I watched the Clone Wars, but I completely forgot about it, and it's quite easy to miss because it's just like one sentence.
Mm.
But actually, Grogu did jump pretty high.
Yeah, he did jump really high.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in here, we also see his growing force powers. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Definitely
yeah,
got stronger.
he's gone stronger, but again, he's only reloading what he already knew.
Mm.
Right. If as a youngling.
He
as
has a youngling.
Anyway,
Even Skywalker in the Book of Boba Fett just admits that. It's not like I'm trading him at all. He's like remembering how to do it.
So he just kind of blocked it away because of the trauma
Yeah.
of the Order 66.
Yep.
yeah. Acting more like a psychologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did mention Boba Fett, huh? Name drop.
Yep. Name drop to Boba Fett because now we know that he's one of the leaders, at least in one part of Tatooine, not the whole of Tatooine though.
Hmm. And the droids. Pit
Kelly.
droids. Pit droids.
They shouldn't really be Easter egg if they've been appearing in like every episode with Pelly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
R5D4 is the same droid from the first Star Wars movie.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of got that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. But the thing is, yeah, it's significant because without R5D4, Luke Skywalker would never have met R2D2.
Yeah, exactly. But interestingly enough, R5 was actually in a bunch of comics, like Star Wars comics, and it kind of showed a bit of the story of R5.
Yeah, it also says it's also in the anthology book as well, from a certain point of view.
Yeah, so the idea of that whole story was R5 didn't really want to go with Luke, so he broke down on himself. So he sacrificed himself so R2 could go with him.
Right. So they actually gave some kind of story here. It says deliberately sabotaging his own motivator
Ah, yes, it's there.
Mm.
because he believed R2D2 needed to be sold to the last family.
Yeah, so it was like what they considered like a force sensitive droid in the comics.
For sensitive droid.
Yeah, which
That's
makes
so
no
silly.
sense, but yeah, whatever. Isn't it meant in the
Yeah.
Star Wars
Even droids are silly.
story?
There's
Yeah,
a moon.
Concordia. The
Concordia.
home of Jin Jarrah. Concordia.
That's where Din Djarin was born and raised.
Where he was raised, yes.
The Death
Interesting.
Watch was also stationed at Concordia as well.
Yeah, induction into Death Watch during the Clone Wars.
Yeah, so Death Watch and the Watch are completely different. We know that Bo-Katan was part of the royal family.
Yeah.
And then she joined Death Watch afterwards. And the Satine, who was the sister, ruled Mandalore.
Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yes, so she was royal from the start. She was like a princess.
Hmm.
There was Bo-Katan and Satine. Satine was a different ruler altogether. Then, if you know the Clone Wars, she kind of had a thing with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
She was the one that Obi-Wan loved. Back to the story.
Pressurized helmet. Yes. He pressurized his helmet against the harsh atmosphere.
Yeah, that surprised me, that one, that he could pressurize his helmet.
Well, a lot of these helmets can be pressurized. That's the whole idea of the stormtrooper helmets as well,
Hmm.
and the Mandalorians, because they go to like these high areas. They need to pressurize their helmet
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
they have
the-
jetpacks. So at high
Yeah,
altitude, they would have to pressurize.
Yeah.
yeah, the helmet just looks so simple on the outside.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
sci-fi. So
Yes.
even
And-
the simple ones look crazy.
And the Darksaber, yeah, like looks heavy, huh?
Yeah, that's it. It's back in Tan's hands.
But Bo-Katan
Yeah.
seems to lift it so easily, just as we were saying,
Mm.
yeah.
It looks natural to
Hmm.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's used it before.
Another Mandalorian named Sabine also said that the Darksaber was heavier than she expected.
Yeah, Sabine was the one who gave the Darksaber to
To
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yeah.
And that's why Bo-Katan said that she actually ruled Mandalore for a time,
Hmm.
like for a short time. The sister ruled for a much longer time.
Hmm. Dari.
But considering Sabine ran, we'll see her again in the Ahsoka show.
Ahsoka show? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a different actress to like the original.
You mean the voice actress?
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
Whereas Bo-Katan is the same,
It's
right?
actually the same. Yes,
Yeah,
Bo-Katan is the
Cool.
same.
which is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's good to have that consistency. Yeah.
Sundari, capital city of Mandalore. Mandalorian capital city of Sundari.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the Clone Wars, they've been there quite a lot.
Yeah, featured significantly in Clone Wars Season 7. Siege of Mandalore.
Which was essentially one of the ending arcs of the Clone Wars.
Which also includes a mines callback, the series of Sundari.
Yeah.
So Ahsoka pursuing Darth Maul through the same series. Mm.
Yeah, because
Mines.
that was actually one of the last episodes of the show.
Right.
I think it was like the second or third last episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Grogu,
Grogu.
yeah, he travels to get help from Bo-Katan.
You forget how to fly the ship.
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we see him going by himself, isn't it? Joining
Yeah.
solo.
He's flying now. Yeah.
But I think it was
Sure.
more of the droid flying it.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
a planet kind of the droid, yeah.
Because
Oh,
it's not the
yeah.
first time we've seen the droid fly the ship.
Yeah.
Fly stuff. Yeah. Many times.
Oh,
Droid
the,
just flies the ship.
the white droid, yeah,
Because
Astromech. The Astromech.
Considering- Grogu came back to Tatooine to find Din because R2-D2 flied Luke Skywalker's ship to Tatooine
Mm,
and then flew back.
yeah.
Do you see
I
that
think-
in the book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, the droid can just fly. I think Grogu is just directing
Yeah,
the droid where to
Grogu
go.
just directed R5.
Mm,
Like a GPS, putting in the GPS.
yeah. But this is a GPS that can actually fly for him too.
Yeah, yeah.
Astromech.
that's right. Yeah.
Bo-Katan. Yeah, her ship.
Oh.
Gauntlet. The Gauntlet.
yeah, the ship.
Appeared first
yeah.
in the Clone Wars. And we also saw it in the season 2 as well.
Mm.
The ship.
Which I think means that Din's ship is actually on that planet still.
Oh,
But
Right.
R5 came along still, but he was on the inside of Bo-Katan's ship.
yeah.
And didn't ship the droid wouldn't even fit in at all, so we kind of know it's a different ship because he was watching from the inside of the ship.
Oh,
Clone Wars again.
Yeah, we see the dome like completely destroyed.
Hmm. Yeah, once a beautiful civilization that now serves as a tomb. So is this, oh, this is what it used to be like.
Yeah, complete dome. Like we
Oh.
see the dome at like episode 1 and 2 as well, just before it just completely blows up.
Hmm.
You see the bombing run.
boring one. Oh,
Oh, you mean it's episode 1? Oh, do you mean episode?
When they're talking about it and there's a flashback, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
them actually bombing like a dome like thing. That's it.
Hmm.
But yeah, because Bo-Katan fought alongside Obi-Wan and Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah. So allying with Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin as well.
Yep. As well as the Rebels crew, which also has multiple
many Jedi.
Jedi.
Yes, Bo-Katan is well connected.
Yeah, because Sabine Wren traveled with Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus, who are both Jedi in their own sense as well.
Yeah, so Sabine Wren and Kanan Jarrus and Ezra Bridger in Star Wars Rebels.
Which we will see soon in Ahsoka as well.
Hmm. The Mandalorian shield, which I thought pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been used quite a bit.
Yeah, same shields used in Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah.
Ah, the Elamites.
Yeah, so
They're new though.
Yeah, what we learn about them is they're like one of the original creatures on Mandalore.
One of the yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. Used to live in the Westlands beyond the cities of Mandalore.
because it's Tree mentioned it.
Mm.
Like we didn't know it was, and it does seem like Bo-Katan in this episode is just like our dictionary or
She knows
like
a lot of stuff.
storyteller. Because
Just the person doing exposition.
if she doesn't do it, then other people will have to try to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Even with the translation of the text of the Mythosaur, she translated it. Come on.
Wow, musical theme. Oh, the Bo-Katan's theme, yes. So she has a musical theme. Pretty cool. Each character has a theme, musical theme.
Yeah,
And
a lot of people do like Bo-Katan's helmet there.
yeah.
The design on the top of the helmet.
Yeah, this design, right?
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And she's really good with a dark saber too.
Yeah, she like explodes in the past.
Yeah, she's got
Like
resolution of purpose.
Yeah, they actually do sell the replica as well of Bo-Katan's helmet.
Yeah, maybe you should get one.
But the girl would have to wear it. I'd probably get the Din Djarin one. Or maybe the Boba Fett one, which are quite similar. If I do get the Bo-Katan one,
just display it.
I'd probably either display it or give it to a girl to wear with me. But he does have a girlfriend, yes, so yeah.
Royal family. Yes.
Yeah, that's a sister Satine.
Satine. That's just Satine.
Yep. And she was like practically one of the only people who called her Ben. Called Obi-Wan Ben.
Yeah, so she's in love with Obi-Wan, yeah.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
Ben.
Satine loved Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan, they say loved her,
Yeah.
but he couldn't portray that love because of the whole Jedi
Right, code. Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
But
It's a
but
forbidden,
essentially,
forbidden.
yeah. But
forbidden
essentially,
love.
when Satine died in Obi-Wan's arms, it's like if he actually did say he loved her.
Yes. Tragic. Aha. The Mythosaur. The biggest Easter egg is the Mythosaur.
Yeah, because it's actually part of the Mandalorian logos. The
Oh, yeah,
Mythosaur
that's right.
skull.
Yeah, the Mythosaur skull is actually Mandalore symbol.
Yep, we even see the skull in the first episode of episode 1, season 3.
Yeah, so it's important because the armorer has said that there's prophecies.
Hmm.
So meaning their return will herald a new age for Mandalore.
So
Oh, we may
maybe
see.
it is. So we'll see a big change in the power of Mandalore in season 3, maybe. Maybe Mandalore will return since it's post-Empire now
So they become a major force again.
in the New Republic. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a rebuilding Mandalore.
Mm.
We got a glimpse of the mythical creature. What was it called? Yeah,
The
Mythosaur.
Mythosaur, yeah.
the Mythosaur. Yeah.
Which is far bigger than what was in the armors. Meaning the armor's like skull was just like a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
huge.
not a real skull.
Maybe I think this is where the season is headed, I think. The rise of Mandalore.
Yeah. Or the Mandalore.
Yeah. A major player again.
Yeah. Mandalore the Great.
Mandalore resurrected
Mandalore the Great.
Mythosaur. The Mythosaur returns.
Yeah, because on the inscription it didn't say Mandalore, O-R-E. It was with a different spelling, Mandalore.
Oh yeah, with a prophecy.
And that wasn't a spelling error, that is actually on the actual text. And it's also been said quite a lot in the Star Wars canon as well, that the Mandalore is different to Mandalore. Like he was like the first.
The Mandalore.
So will Mandalore Din Djarin become the ruler, become the new Mandalore?
Well, as a foundling, Din Djarin was not part of the clan. So he doesn't actually have an insignia. But if you, as you say, if he does aim to unite people, he may have to embrace the Mythosaur skull. Because right now he doesn't, right? He doesn't actually have that symbol.
Well, the whole idea of that is like the first Mandalore was able to tame the beast. So I don't think it's like killing the beast in any sense. So maybe they will tame the beast and
like taming the dragon, and then they can ride the Mythosaur.
Yeah.
Like a dragon. Like in Game of Thrones.
Or taming the Great Dragon, like Boba Fett did.
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, it's like in Game of Thrones, right? Like when anyone who can tame the dragon and ride the dragon immediately becomes a force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see a lot more of that later in the show, hopefully. But on Disney news, I'm kind of annoyed that they scrapped the Acolyte show. It was
Oh,
so
really?
promising. Yeah.
How come?
How come?
Well, Disney just decided to scrap it, and now I think one of the producers or director of the Acolyte show wanted to sue because Disney broke contract.
Oh,
Yeah, it was on the news quite recently, so you could look it up if you want to.
yeah.
It's a completely
Okay.
whole thing, which is like absolutely crazy.
Hmm.
Might be
Like
a political
Disney
thing.
does good stuff, but at some points Disney is just not good.
Yeah, I mean they have a habit of canceling things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like recently they canceled there were 2 proposed Star Wars movies and they are both gone.
yeah, they went on a whole like spree of like canceling stuff
Yeah.
even before they were shut. Like the cast of the Acolyte was quite good, and then they just like canned it. Like what?
Hmm.
But to give it on the producer in that way, if you saw what she went through, she had a choice between like two different shows. Like she could have worked on another one, but she went in the way of Star Wars because that was still being planned. And then 2 weeks later, she got the notice that she was practically the direction or producing was completely canned, so they broke the contract.
Hmm.
After 2 weeks after notifying the other side of a different show
Right.
saying that she would go with Star Wars or with Disney. And then now that other party went their own way. So
Yeah, yeah.
now she has nothing.
Hmm.
So Disney broke contracts. The contract was still on when she was making the decision. Bad
It's pretty
Disney.
slack on the. It's pretty
Yeah.
slack on the actress's part.
Yeah, it was really, really slack.
Mm.
So yeah,
All
no more
right.
Acolyte.
Mm.
Let's give us review.
Yeah, the reviews. Who wants to go first? Jeff? You called the Mandalorian, so why not you?
The rating, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I give it
Final summary.
7.5. Maybe. 7.5. Yeah, it was good overall. Kind of similar to the first one. Yeah, it's good to see Bo-Katan as well. Yes, very good opinion. Hey, yeah, I just want to ask a question. Cara Dune is not in this one, is it? No.
No, she
Cara
was
Dune.
canned.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
the actress, I think said some stuff
yeah, political
Ah.
stuff. Yeah,
Disney didn't like and got
Yeah.
cancelled.
Moff Gideon, like, is it?
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
she
like-
just got cancelled.
Just got cancelled. So
Yeah.
the character's gone, is it? The character?
yeah.
Well, they haven't killed a character off yet, so they're keeping
I
her.
don't know if there'll be a
Open.
recast, but she's gone.
No, I don't think they recasted it, but they give like a one-off sentence about Cara Dune in episode 1.
Yeah,
Like she's been
I
like
remember that.
Oh, interesting.
she's been promoted to the Republic High Council or whatever. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
It was
So she's
something like
still
that.
alive.
She's still alive in Star Wars, but they won't show her.
Gina Carano, right? Was she?
Yeah, I thought she played a great part in the Mandalorian. She played a great character.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Interesting. Cool. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But so yeah, she was cancelled. Not by just Disney themselves, but a lot of people, like the haters.
yeah, I hate it.
Interesting.
But
Uh,
in the defense of like any of these like celebrities saying like bad stuff, it's not. They could have been like in a bad place. So picking out like some random bit of bad stuff in the past said,
Yeah, it can be just out of context sometimes.
it could be completely out of context.
out of
Yes,
context.
like recently as well, there was a whole thing about the premiere of New South Wales.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dominic
yeah.
Perrottet with the whole Nazi symbolism.
oh yeah. I mean, he dressed up as a Nazi or something.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like,
Yeah.
really? Yes. Like,
Like
Yeah,
who? I
really,
mean, that's
exactly.
like 20 years ago.
yeah. But that's the thing about like these haters or people who just like scour the internet for anything bad. They find anything that's bad and like promote it up.
They'll dig anything out. Yeah.
Exaggerated. Yeah.
Yeah, like fully exaggerated. It's
Yeah.
not great. It happened with
Yeah.
Gina Carano, but I think the thing about Gina Carano's one was it was a lot more recent.
Yeah, it was recently. Yeah.
So it was actually a lot worse if it's more recent than something that's happened more in the past. But
Yeah.
still, it's like they're picking out like the worst. And then Hollywood isn't helping either. Disney is not helping either by like following the same stereotype patterns.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Games is too sensitive for the
They're
word.
they're actors. No one's perfect.
Yeah.
They're still people. They have feelings.
Mm.
Come on, guys. But haters gonna hate. Haters
Okay.
will always hate. Quoted by Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Haters gotta hate.
that's from the song. Yeah. From one of the songs.
Yep.
So 7.5 from Jeff.
Yeah. Any more
Is
final
Bill
thoughts,
still?
Jeff?
Are you still there?
Bill? Bill's still awake?
Or maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's back.
Is it?
I'm here. My score.
Yep.
Well, this episode was pretty good. Yeah. With the introduction of the Mythosaur and Bo-Katan helping Mandalorian, or basically saving his life, and also Grogu having a solo flight. I found the episode very entertaining, and yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Yep. Good score. 7. Solid 7. Oh, okay. Who wants to go next? Bernie?
Yeah. Marcus? Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this episode. I thought it had a bit of everything and just was really good. And it's good that they um, what's it, Bo-Katan Chris played a main part in this episode, and yeah, I just like the way she was conveyed in this episode and how she was reintroduced, and how she saved uh, Din Djarin's life, and yeah, it was. I thought it was full of action and suspense. So that's probably one of the best episodes I've seen of Mandalorian for a while. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And
Wow.
I'm just wondering, yeah, just a thought, like
Right.
maybe between Din Djarin and Bo-Katan Kryze, like sounds like they're building some sort of connection, building some sort of friendship or
Yeah, I think so.
relationship. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe down the track they might have a special relationship together. Just
Ooh,
speculation.
that's an idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Possible.
that's what they're trying to build up.
Yeah, looks
It
like
does
they're
seem
going
like
that
they are
direction.
teasing it, yeah.
They're teasing it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like they hate each other, yet they save each other. Like what?
So, yeah, she
No.
saved him twice in this episode.
Taking a bath together.
Yeah, that's right. That's more than friendship. Yeah. Yeah, she saved him twice in one episode. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, twice in 15 minutes. I'm reading from some place. Yeah. Saves his life twice in 15 minutes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
She must mean something to him, to her. Sorry.
Like it does shows that she still cares, even though they don't tend to agree with each other. Like if essentially Din Djarin did die, she could just easily get the Darksaber, but yet she still chose to save him. So she does still care in some sense, in some way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So maybe Din Djarin will like become the leader of the Mandalorians with Bo-Katan on his side. On his side.
Well, it's a little hard to believe that she cares that much, because I remember when Grogu came back, she was basically saying, "Well, yeah,
let's get rid of him, right?
Yeah, like let's get rid of him. But then once she only saw Grogu, then she was concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically meaning that okay, let's kill him.
Yeah, essentially just wanted to get him away, but
get rid of him. Yeah.
once she just saw Grogu on his eyes, she really became concerned. Why else should she just leave straight away and try to save him?
Yeah.
But sure, there is some sort of like hate there because Din Djarin stole the Darksaber away from her.
Yeah.
She had like plenty of times to let Din Djarin die in this episode, but yet she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah.
She saved him twice instead of like staying behind. Yeah, let's get him killed and then we could get the Darksaber later. She could have easily done that, but she didn't.
All right. Yeah, okay, I'll go. And yeah, I think I agree with Bernie. I like this episode. I like seeing Grogu in action. Like haven't seen him in action by himself, which is quite fun to see.
Yeah.
And also seeing Bo-Katan in action is also pretty cool, especially her using the Darksaber and fighting off the bad guys. Yeah, I can see why she is like a fan favorite for many people. Probably even deserves her own series. I don't know. Just like Ahsoka has her own series. I think I think what I like is that the plot seems to have shifted from Din Djarin trying to redeem himself to now trying to Bo-Katan's quest to reclaim Mandalore, the future. I think it's a much more interesting plot line than than having a whole season focusing on the redemption of Din Djarin. So I
Yeah.
think it's cool. Cause from the last episode I thought, oh, are we gonna sit and just, have to wait for him to get to the mines and get into the living waters? That sounds quite boring.
I
But-
already got that. We
But
already got that.
but it's all done in one
done.
episode. So it's done. So
Yep,
they
that's
can move
done.
on. They can move on with more exciting things to come. So I'll give it an 8
Oh wow.
overall.
Wow, a solid 8 from Marcus.
Hmm.
Overall, yes, I definitely enjoyed this episode. It kind of tied up a lot of story elements together quite nicely. And again, it's like proper storytelling can be told well, even though it tends to be a bit fast.
Oh, is it? Oh.
If you kind of remember my whole gripe on the whole Andor show, that was just ridiculously slow at many points. This
it was
one,
too
they
slow.
this one they actually covered like
A
going
lot
to
of
Mandalore.
points.
Gregor
there's a
having
lot.
it, Gregor having his little story elements in the middle, finding Bo-Katan, leaving Mandalore to the place, coming back. They were at Tatooine at the beginning as well, so going to Eve, saving the Mandalorian twice, Din Djarin twice, seeing the whole Mythosaur in just one episode in 39 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a lot.
That's great.
So even though it was fast, it actually told the story well. We even get like backstory, like the history of Mandalore in this episode. We get exposition. So yeah, we get a lot of stuff in this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I do like the fight scenes as well. You get almost like all of the elements I do like in a proper story. So I'd probably give this a good score, 7.5.
Wow.
Actually, it's a 7 from IGN. It's setting up a fight for the planet's future. So I think they also say, this quest to build a new future for people seems to be the plot line going forward.
Yeah, it seems so, since they already had the whole Din Djarin's plot story finished already.
Yeah. Well, the redemption plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And until he decides to remove his helmet again, right?
Yeah,
And
unless they just create it into a new clan not to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the other clans didn't have that whole rule about removing the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, but when he was going to bathe in the pools, I was wondering, was he going to take everything off, including his helmet?
Oh,
Or
nah, he took some things off, but not everything.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what dragged him down, because it was still too heavy. He should have just removed everything. Except the
Yeah.
helmet.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then he would be committing the same
yeah, but he
But the kid in episode 1 didn't have a helmet yet.
went down.
right.
He went down way too fast because when Bo-Katan went after him, she was firing rockets behind her to try and catch up with him.
Uh-huh.
You mean using the jetpack?
Using his
Jetpack.
jetpack.
I think Din Djarin took off his jetpack.
He was
Yeah,
going
didn't
absolute
drops his
men
backpack.
just way too fast. And if his armor was that heavy, he wouldn't be able to walk in it.
That's true.
You wouldn't be able to stand up.
Yeah, there's still some weird like
There was
it's
something
sci-fi, so
about-
not a lot of things always tend to have to make absolute sense in terms of like physics.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, I did have that thought too. Like, you did think very deep, very fast.
There's
Yeah, like
there,
these shows don't follow the laws of physics.
No, no.
there's definitely something mysterious about that pool.
I think that too. Like everyone thinks he like went down really fast. Like it could have been something that actually pulled him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
some
that's why I thought
creature
the
pulled him
Mythosaur
down.
might have pulled him.
Yeah, something pulled him down.
Yeah.
But it probably wasn't the Mythosaur. It probably was something else. But we didn't really know. They'll probably try to explain it in the next episode.
The eye of the Mythosaur reminded me very much of a giant Pacific octopus.
Mm,
Mm.
did.
But it like had two big horns and everything.
I didn't see any of that. I just saw the eye.
Yeah. Yeah, the essentially you see the eye, the two big horns, and the whole face.
Mm.
Interesting.
The Minds of Mandalore was the title of this episode.
Right. He might.
Mm.
Okay. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.